What is going on, everybody? Anthony here, Six Scale Mafia, my man. Um, Real quick, I probably should have checked this, but my audio should be working right. You guys can hear me, correct? Just let me know in the comments really quick. My audio should be coming in, but of course I have to switch. As always, I go with the wireless headset when I do unboxings and stuff. So I just want to make sure you guys can hear me. Um, Cool. All right, everything's good. All right, my man. Um, anyway, guys, so yeah, Iconiq Studios, my man. Well, Ryu has come in today. I figured, you know what? Let's do an unboxing, shall we? Let's take a look at this bad boy. I'm super excited. Just say what's up to a couple people in the chat as you guys are coming in, man. David, my dude, says yes, my friend. I think Iconiq Studios did a fantastic job here, in my opinion. Hell yeah, man. Let me know if you guys have already picked him up, or if you're going to pick him up. I might even just make a poll in the chat about it right now. Red Wolf says, I wonder how deep in the line they'll go with this. With the popularity of this figure, do you think they will do Street Fighter 2 figures? Bro, so I spoke a little bit with Andy, and I'm going to have him on my show at some point in the near future, probably this month. And we're gonna talk about that. I want to talk to him about what's going on, with Iconiq, with their Muhammad Ali. What's the plans for Street Fighter? What all can you speak about, right? Like, what can he say, if anything? Because I'm very interested in that as well. How far are they gonna go down the line? Are they stuck to Street Fighter 5 and Street Fighter 5's roster, or things like that, dude? Absolutely, bro. So Chasen in the house. What is good, my man? How you doing, bro? And Calvin, what's up, dude? Thank you guys for coming through. We got Evo up in the house. 1-6 shape. I'm glad you guys can hear me. Yeah, again, I have to switch over, right? So yeah, I think that'll be really fun, dude. 6CL Mafia interviews are legit. Well, thank you, man. I enjoy it. I love talking to all the people that are a part of the community, and people that bring us all these great things, man. So FBJ also, what's good, my man? How you doing today? I'm picking up this Ryu. It's so good. Hell yeah, dude. 420, nice. That's right, Tokenator. It's 420 for you guys when I went live. That's funny. Or at least for some of you guys. Bro, so Daryl, look, I got a whole thing going on over here, dude. I think you will appreciate what I'm going to be doing here. Loving the fog shirt, my dude. You can see this? Yeah, bam. John Carpenter. I'm surprised you can see that. That's good. Sixth scale separatist, my man. What's good? Congrats on the acquisition. Yeah, man. Thank you, my man. Casual Nerd Problems. What's up, peeps? Got this one too. Unboxing this classic tomorrow. Really hope Ken is next and soon. I believe so. So before I switch around, let me start a poll, man. I guess I could just ask, in the chat, are you picking? Yeah, basically, are you picking up Ryu? It's just a yes or no. I don't want to do just straight verbatim, so let's put option number 3 in the chat, and we'll say yes, no, or maybe. Right now. So let's take a look. All right, so let's get that going in the house. Let's say hi to a couple more people real quick, and we will switch this over. How about already did? Already did is a yes, bro. That's a yes. So absolutely, absolutely. So let's put on some tunes. Let's put on some tunes. I wonder if you guys can even hear this. I can't even hear the music. I pushed play. God damn it. See, guys, I need to be a little more prepared when I switch to these. I believe I hear some music. Now everybody should hear some music. Excellent, my friends. All right. This body has me so stoked for Muhammad Ali. Congrats on the sick pickup, my man. Dude, fuck yeah, man. Dude, Muhammad Ali's gonna look badass, man. I'm super excited for everybody who's getting hit. My man Miguel in the house, dude. Toy Quest 101. What's up, brother? Thanks for stopping in, bro. Hell yeah, dude. I'm about to bust open this Rhea, so we're going to check it out. You two, busy being a picture man of awesome. Well, thank you, Lane. Thank you, I think. Cool, man. You can hear the music, but it's low. I can't even hear it. It was on. There we go. That's strange. It was cutting out. Bob Dylan also in the house. Dude, what's up? Great figure. Dude, Bob, you know it, bro. I'm so excited, man. Here, let's bring it up. Let's bring it up. Collectible Chatsman says, get mine tomorrow. Supposed to get it today, but damn DHL. So, you know, funny story. I think people had this problem before. Correct me if I'm wrong, anybody in the chat. And it may not pertain to Ryu necessarily. It could happen with other figures, but you know, I was like, oh yeah, I'm getting this, and then I kind of zoned out. I kind of forgot because, you know, caught up with all this other shit, and then all of a sudden it's like, oh, it's out, but it's like out. It's like freaking sold out everywhere. It's you know, and you're like, oh shit. I should have grabbed it a bit earlier, and I did not, right? So anyway, I was like, great. So for this particular copy, I got this from Josh at Comic Concepts. So that was cool. He was able to come through for me because I was like, damn, bro, I really need this figure. And he had one. So, but the other thing is, though, as I would recommend, though, because I ended up getting, in a sense, 2 of them. Because if you go to Iconiq's website, you can get on their wait list. And that's what I did. I got on their wait list, and then within 24 hours, their wait list at Iconiq converted. So I hit up my buddy Sean, you know, Toku Collector, and I was like, yo, I have an opportunity. But I already got mine coming, so would you like mine? And then, you know, boom, he took the wait list from Iconiq. So if you guys are still looking, I would hit up Iconiq. I would hit up Iconiq on that sense. Anyway, so we can take a look at it if we want. We can just go full screen. I just wanted to show the box here. I haven't really opened it. Like, I opened it for a second, and then that was a wrap. I was like, you know what? Let's do an unboxing, man, instead. So what I thought, from what I've seen so far, which I've barely messed with, is I'm really digging the art box. And I'm gonna turn this off. I don't know where my remote is for my turntable, so I'm really digging the box, dude. I like the fact that you've got it's so Street Fighter, and even though it's Street Fighter 5, it's so nostalgic, and what they're doing with it, I just love the styling here, because on this side you've got player 1, which is basically the outfit, and then on the other end here, you know, it's still different, but it's, you know, player 2. I thought that was kind of cool how they did that. When you open this up, I'll show you guys, because this is what I thought was pretty cool. Those of you probably are very familiar with this. We have a lot of companies that do this. Oh man, it's opening. Well, that just fell. And I'll show you here. Why is this falling? Fuck it. Let it fall. So a lot of companies do this, you know, where you can take out the your case opens up, bro, and you get a nice freaking backdrop for doing photos. And of course, this is, you know, reuse stage from Street Fighter 5. So I'm hoping they're gonna follow suit. Moving forward with you know, with Ken, you'll have the USA stage, so on and so forth. I think that's really cool. They do come with their own set of gloves, which is a nice touch, which I'm actually probably going to put on right now. What I think is really cool, though, is the slip cover in here. It just brings me back, bro, because it's, you know, they got the special moves, you know, just like the arcade game, you know, or the console game, whatever you're fancy. Pretty badass. I love it. I even like, you know, hold it in charge by holding your button during your V trigger. It's just, this is cool shit to me. I know it's, you know, nothing to do with the figure itself, but I appreciate this. And then of course, you know, we've got everybody who's a part of, you know, who made this possible here, which is very cool. 11 did the paint, so that's actually really cool. I did not know that until I opened this, but I thought that was really neat. And then of course, all right, so we'll show, you know, we'll actually like open it up. Let me flip him down, and we'll take this off. If you guys are not familiar with TB leagues, you know, aka Fice and stuff, I mean, they give you some pretty detailed instructions on how to, you know, how to use the bodies essentially, the do's and don'ts, right, of these kind of bodies. So that's very handy. I also, the instructions themselves, though, I think were really cool. I appreciate the artwork. It's just cool. It reminds me of the old strategy guides back in like Super Nintendo, shit like that. It's just cool. It's just very cool. So I like that. So we'll open it up here, but let me go ahead and just see what's what in the chat real quick, because it's hard, guys. It's hard to come over here and look and then go over there, but so we'll see here. I buy 2 Ryu's masterpiece figure. All right, man. I think I'm just gonna keep the 1, but I think that's cool though. That's very cool, man. How much are people going to flip this one for? You don't think? I mean, you know, 400 or 500 probably. We'll see what happens. I'm not really sure. I love how the backdrop is reused level. Looks real nice. I might unbox mine tonight. Oh hell yeah, dude. This one's super dope. I love how Mario displayed his. Yeah, and I want to probably just keep them in like classic fight stances, like their neutral pose in the game, right? Idle, like when, you know, neutral pose means like you're not touching the joystick, and your character animation, whatever that neutral pose is. I think I want to follow suit with that with all their figures, to be honest with you. Yeah, it's cool, bro. Yeah, the backdrops are dope. CT, my man, what's going on, my dude? Thank you for coming in, man. Don't drop this gem, please. No, I won't. It's just that that part came out, so you know the way it was standing. S-Beam in the house. What's good, my man, dude? Problem is, it says it's great that they announced that it will never be reissued. It is a one-off grail. Yeah, dude. Definitely. It's going to be interesting to see what happens with them moving forward. Definitely a better experience when the packaging is good. I agree. It's those little things that I like, bro. I think those are really cool. I love how Mario displayed his too. What is up, bro? I wish you weren't home. Or, I wish you were home. I'd say you should come on, man. And riff with me, man. But, I know you're probably at work, man. Greetings, Mafia and friends. What is up, AJ, my dude? How you doing, brother? Do you think Sagat will come? He's tall. Dude, you can't necessarily recreate that Street Fighter 1 moment when, you know, Ryu gives him his scar. But you can still do it, right? You can still play around with it. I would have those two pitted against each other, having him do it. I think that'd be really cool. I hope so. I really hope so. I really hope so. Boba Fettuccine, what is good, my man? How you doing, dude? Yeah, victory poses are also really cool. That's what's so cool. I'm so excited for this shit, dude. So excited for it. Think they'll give us a Mike Tyson? Well, they'll probably give us a Balrog, who, you know, used to be called M. Bison in Japan back in the day growing up. But it was too much like Mike Tyson, so they changed it. So then Balrog became Vega, Vega became Bison. It was all fucking... I don't know if you guys know that stuff. Some of us old farts that have been around since the first Street Fighter know. But anyway, so let's take a look at this guy, man. So I'm going to try to figure out a good way to open this up and still juggle the chat here, guys, because it's a little hard to do solo. But let's pull up... So you may not see this for a minute because I gotta pull off the clamshell here. So let's see what we got here without knocking anything over. Don't fall out of this. There goes the hands. Alright. So he had a bunch of hands, and we're gonna take a look at those right now. But they're all right here, so we're good. We got 1, 2, 3, the big ass freaking hands, bro. So I'm gonna try to like lean him so we can just kind of see how he looks first. I'm going to probably put my gloves on, Mario, yeah, but I wanted to just at least get the box open, and then we'll take a look at all these pieces here. So, I just dropped all these fucking hands, though, but that's okay. They're right here on the carpet. These are giant hands, too, bro. Okay. Yeah, we'll get some gloves here in a second. I like that they gave me the gloves. I mean, I have a ton of gloves as it is, but kind of cool. Kind of cool that they threw in gloves themselves, though I don't know if I am their target demographic for these gloves. I got big ass hands too, so let's see if these fit. Yeah, they fit okay. Ooh. They fit quite alright, so let's take a look here. Dude, is the music playing? I think my headphones are messed up because I don't hear anything, but that's okay. Just somebody let me know in the chat if the music is actually playing. Let us see. Alright, so we have the 8 hands. We don't need to go over all these hands, bro. But I will just kind of show you guys how large these hands really are. They're pretty big. They're pretty big. But of course he is, and you know, Street Fighter V's over exaggerated. You know, the character design, all that, which is cool. So it follows suit, right? But anyway, let's we have an additional head sculpt in here. See, this is why I didn't want to put the gloves on right away, because it's kind of a pain in the ass to get stuff out of a box. When you have gloves on, you have like no grip. All right. We will take a look at Ryu himself, but let's get the second head sculpt out of the box here, out of the packaging. Can we get a pretty good view in here? Yeah, I think you guys can see this okay. I didn't want to get too in here and lose focus. So you've got the angry Ryu right there. That one's pretty good. That one looks pretty good, man. Let's put that down over here for a minute. And let's look at the stock head sculpt, if you guys want to see a little bit better. That is freaking badass, dude. That is badass. As Mario knows, he has the figure. He is heavy. I mean, this is a TB league, bro. These are, you know, metal skeleton. Fabric is well made. You know, I wouldn't say it's well, it's not cheap by any stretch, but it's, you know, it's just a basic gi. It's Ryu, but it's well made. It's well made. The belt is good. The embroidery here on the belt, this looks pretty nice. I don't know if that's glued on or if it is. I'm guessing this might be like embroidered in it, but it's nice. It's very nice. This is interesting here. His top bandana, I believe, is sculpted, but then it hybrids off into wired fabric. As you guys can see, that's actually cool. You can just kind of play around with it and be like, hey, you know, he's like, it's blowing in the wind. Like, let's say we kind of futz with it a little bit, like, you know, like that, you know, or something in the wind. So that's very cool. Now he does have some plastic protectant around the, you know, around the wrists, as you know most figures do, as I'm sure you guys are aware. It is a Fison, so keep that in mind. Like, articulation's like wild, but I mean, you could go pretty, you know what I'm saying? You get it really high up, man. So I don't know if you guys have ever had any Fisons or anything out there, so if this is your first experience, they're pretty damn cool. They can really pose. I mean, you could really get a lot out of these figures, but they can be hard to get in a nice standing pose. You'll understand. They're very squishy. They're very heavy. But anyway, we'll look through some of this here. Yeah, you could probably pull off the crane kick from Karate Kid, my friends. So we're gonna take a look here at the other stuff. Let me hit some of the chat here. There's another pair of hands in the second tray. Aha! Yeah, so I know there's the other stuff down there, but we're gonna get excuse me, we're gonna get into it right now. M35 custom Bane and custom Dutch. Fison bodies are legit. They are. I'm using the M34 for my custom Punisher. And then, of course, I have I forgot what Fison I'm using for my slave Leia. But I have a couple Fisons myself, so this is not my first rodeo when it comes to these bodies. But For those of you who've never had one, they're really cool. They're a different experience. There's a different experience. Where's mine, bro? Speak of the devil. Iconiq processed the order, so Sean got the second Ryu here, Toku Collector. So as soon as that's in the mail, Sean is getting the second Ryu. So anyway, so if we bust out the secondary, you know, the underneath here, which will all full screen right now. Damn, this turntable's kind of dirty. I think I gotta wipe that down. So here we've got, as Mario pointed out, well, he says second pair of hands. Okay, so second pair of hands are down here. We got an additional pair of feet. His fucking Hadoken. He's got his bag here, the stand here, and the base. So let's see if there's anything else in here. We'll open it up, take a peek. I am not unboxing Sean's. I am unboxing mine from Comic Concepts, and but his will be here soon. So I'm assuming such. Anyway, let's open up this clamshell and take a look at what we have in here. So let's take a peek. All right, so we've got his bag. I mean, you know, it's a bag. It's got some cotton in it. You know. It's like a little stress squeeze. Anyway, so that one's kind of cool, right? You know, just a bag. But it's part of him, you know? So that's really cool. That's Iconiq with his posing. Let's take a peek here at the base. So we got our Capcom license, all rights reserved, Iconiq Studios. We got the Street Fighter V Championship Edition logo and his name on the plate. Standard base, what we'd expect. It's actually more akin to like the Michael Jordan Enter base. These are a little bit larger, but I like these. This is actually very close to what Enter Bay does. In fact, I would argue they're identical to what Enter Bay does because these are the same stands that Enter Bay uses, identically. Where these can rotate, these can snap, and go up in different angles. So you can unscrew just on the top. These, if you guys have the Enter Bay Jordans or any other Enter Bay figures, you'll know what I'm talking about. But I find these a lot nicer than Hot Toys, in my opinion. They just feel more sturdy. They're more durable. Through my experience, I'm sure if Mario's in here, he could probably attest to that. Possibly Bob Dylan. Possibly anybody else in here who's had that experience with these. So that's cool. And this is likely, the likely reason for that as well is because Ryu is heavy. I mean, this is a Bison body. It's a heavy body. So you want to have the proper support, right? Okay, so what else do we have in here? So that's actually very cool how they did this. Okay, so with the additional pair of hands is it's sculpted together so that he can do the fireball. This is one piece. That does have the pegs obviously for both hands, but these are affixed together. They don't come apart. So I would recommend not trying to do that lest you snap that off. So pretty cool though. So we got that. Let's take a look at the fireball. All right. I like that. Ooh. Very cool. Looks like a snow cone. Pretty cool, man. I like this. You know, you probably won't be able to see it as well, obviously, on camera than you would in real life. And my lighting's extra bright today because I wanted to make sure everybody could see this. But it's nice. It's it's a hard molded plastic, but so you got the slot in here. There's your keyhole for that, so we can get this set up. But I like this. That's really cool, man. That's an iconic pose as is right there. If you wanted to have him in action, doing that, so that's pretty damn cool. And then what do we have left? Let's move some of this out of the way here. and we can futz with this shit a bit later when we do the cleanup in here. But we'll put this down for a minute and take a peek here. So let's take out the final. There's a couple of pieces in here. See if I can get these out without knocking everything over. So it has the clear acrylic stand with the rod here. So, and I'll show you guys here in a second how that most likely operates. And then he's got his feet that are, you know, with his toes upward. That's the additional pair of feet. So you kick to get him in that kind of more of a dynamic, active stance. So as far as the acrylic is concerned, you slide it in the fireball, if I am correct to assume here. Correct me if I'm wrong, Mario. I suppose I could look at the instructions, but I am assuming that this goes into the fireball, but I could be wrong. So we'll take a look here at the guide just to see. But let's take a look at him overall, man. I'm not going to try to do a full out posing right now, but I want to at the very least. Let's take the gloves off so I can show you guys, you know, how these Fisons work, right? So they do have metal pegs because they're affixed onto the body, to the endoskeleton. So I just wanted to take these plastics off and, you know, let's test this out really quick and see how these... Now, of course, I'm wearing gloves and I'm holding it kind of awkward for the camera, but I'd like to see how easy is it for them to snap on. Oh yeah, it's pretty secure. That's definitely on. It's not coming off. Well, it would, but you know what I'm saying? They snap in very nice. That's very, very nice. I like that. Alright, so we're going to take off the other glove here. So bear with me. I had to pull that one. A little stiff there on that, but that's okay. And we will put in... I will put the same glove back on him. Just snaps, yeah, it just pegs right in. It's very nice, dude. Now, if I was to use the base, let's just open this up and get him harnessed for just a second, and kind of get him a little balanced here. We're just gonna have him stand for just a second, and let the turntable turn for a moment, just so you guys can kind of get a full 360 viewing of him. And let me check the chat here with you guys. The closest thing I've had to a Fison is my Alien 3 Dog Alien. Well, this one is much different, my friend. Excuse me. He's squishy. Yeah, so is this, man. Green screen. Ooh, no, this is actually this is just a green fabric. I actually have a green screen, but it's behind the television, and my TV's kind of dirty. I gotta clean that shit off. So I was like, you know what? I didn't want all the reflectiveness of the television on camera, so I just threw a green. This is actually a green photo drape, but yeah. SB my dude says, kind of wish I got this guy, but I used Blanca and E Honda more than anyone else. Well, I get that. I mean, if he's not your favorite Street Fighter, you know. Splitting my attention between this and Classic Who. This Ryu looks heavy. It's very heavy, bro. Living tissue over metal endoskeleton. That's right, man. It's pretty badass. It's pretty good. So, that's him rotating around. We can try to come up with, I don't know. You know, I don't know if I should try to do some posing right now live, or, you know, what we should do here. Because there's not a whole lot for Ryu. There's not a whole lot. He's great. He's absolutely great. But so wow, we got a lot of hands. You know what I think is really cool is, you know, when we have other figures, or if you have figures that you want to, you know, create scenes with that are other things, right? I mean, you could do stuff. You've got the kind of hands here to, you know, do grapples and throws and, you know, blocks and stuff. So I really enjoy that. He has his kind of taunting, you know, like come here type motion hand here. They got some good shit here. So I'd like to really see. I don't really know how I would pose him. There's gonna be yeah, I'm gonna have fun with this, guys. I'll definitely take some photos. I want to take a look at the booklet though, or the instruction paper for just a second. I want to see, to make sure that I'm not doing or saying anything incorrectly here. So no, I was correct. So to set up the fireball, plug the pole into the lower base section and ensure it is tightly secured. That's exactly what I thought. It just felt kind of, as you guys can see on this bottom page of the instructions, that's exactly what that is. So, so we can try it. It looked a little, I didn't know if there's a particular in and out, but it seems like it's the same. Oh yeah, it is. It's the same diameter. So we'll just put the acrylic in the base and slide the acrylic into the hole. I feel like this hole is smaller than the diameter of the freaking acrylic. That was what I was worried about. I'm a little, unless this is backwards, but you guys can kind of see the hole right here. That's the hole. That's the hole, and this looks like it might be a little too thick, dude. Again, I don't see the diameter change on this acrylic rod enough to where it would slide down. So we're gonna, I flipped it really quick just to see. Maybe you just need to, there we go. There we go. You just kind of have to, kind of force it a little bit, and then you'll start feeling it slide in. Yeah, look, guys, I'm sorry. There's no other way to explain it without sounding freaking perverted, because that's exactly what you got to do to achieve success here. But whatever. So then now you can make it flush underneath. Just make sure on the bottom here that it's leveled off. Otherwise, this is gonna start to teeter. So now we have it, you know, standing nice here. Hadoken that like button. Yes, my friends, please do. If you enjoy this kind of unboxing content and live shenanigans, I appreciate it very much. So let's see what else is going on in the chat. Diablo Fett, I think I just got chubby. What's up, my man? Hey, channel members who are channel members in the chat, man. I realized some of the stuff I forgot to update with my bot. So if you are a channel member and you type this exclamation point / you know, free for all, I believe my bot is working again for my channel members to partake in our bot festivities. But anyway, so we're gonna take a look here and see how this works. Let's try it. Yeah, fuck it. Let's try it, guys. I got a little bit of time left before I have to prep for tonight's stream, which is in 3 hours. Let's take the hands off, and this may just be very basic, but we're just gonna try something very basic here. So, okay, we got the left hand, the right hand that is affixed here. Alright, I'm not going to do anything too fancy here, guys. What I'm trying to do right now is just kind of get some bends in so we can see how we're going to connect these two together. See, that's the tricky spot right there. So we'll start with one hand, right, to lock it in. Alright. As you can see here. I could probably zoom the camera in a little bit, but I'm going to actually probably have to I'm gonna have to pick him up, but you guys see what I'm talking about, right? So you snap one in. They're connected together. So we'll just kind of switch over here so I can try to get a better angle here. You really are gonna have to play around to get this kind of pose. I'm not gonna lie, guys. I think this is gonna be a little tricky to do because typically he's vertical when he does this. His hands are vertical. They're not horizontally placed. So that one's going to be... I feel like that's going to be a little tricky to do. I'm not going to lie here. So we have... I got confused. That's his left hand over there. This is his right hand here. So if you try to get him in that position... Fuck. Because, like, you can maybe get him in... Yeah, you're going to have to really futz with the Fison and get some good bends in there to really kind of get this where you want it to get. It's going to be tricky. Damn, guys. Well, this is what you guys are going to experience when you try to do it. But I'm wondering if I could really get this in. I'm working on it. Now these pegs, the wrist pegs do... Fucker. The wrist pegs do turn. But this is going to be kind of difficult. This is gonna get kind of difficult, bro. I'm not going to lie. If you want to do it to pull off this kind of situation here, this kind of pose... it's very interesting. Sometimes Fisons have more of like a sweet aroma to them. This one's kind of got that vinegar kind of smell right now out the box. Don't know if it's the Fison itself or if it's the fabric, but trying to pull this off is it's getting a little tough. I'm not gonna lie. Now, of course, I could do it, but it's, I would do it like off camera and take, spend some time and try to really get this thing set. But, man, I'm trying, dude. I'm trying right now to get this elbow slid the right way to get his... See, that's a tough one. I'm getting there, but not really. Like, you could see it, but they're not connected right now, and it looks janky as fuck right now. But that's how you would do it. You're just going to have to keep futzing with the joints. And I'm not going to do that right now. I'll do that later when I take some photos. But because you really got to work, you got to work these joints here to really get that kind of, that arc right there. But this is super badass. So, and the thing too you want to keep in mind when you're posing Fisons like this is eventually you're going to start to like bend the spine. See how I got him leaning? You always want to try to remember or, kind of like undo and go back to where you previously were if applicable, because sometimes over time you're going to start just bending the shit out of these Fisons, and then you're like, damn it, I want to get this back to kind of how I had it. So I always try to I keep track of how, what movements I'm doing. You know what I'm saying? From there. So we'll put something on him. I don't know what. Let me take a look at some of these hands in here. My man though, Maniac Collects, dude. Thank you so much, dude. Celebrating a year, dude. 1 year of channel membership. Dude, I do appreciate the support, man. 100%, man. It says this figure looks so cool. Dude, thank you, brother. It is, man. It's very cool. Sith Scale Separatist says this line has a lot of potential. Tons of characters would love to. Dude, can you imagine a Zangief, bro? And he's a Fison, but how would you pull it off? Because would he have a bunch of hair on his chest? You know what I'm saying? Anyway, that shit would be fucking hilarious. Damn, bro, it's figuring out a Rubik's Cube. Hey, it's it is kind of tough, man. Were you able to get his hands in the right position? Or are you just referring to what I mean as a Fison? Because I like to keep track somewhat of, in that sense. I understand what you mean, like a Rubik's Cube, but they could get kind of wonky after time, bro. Ask Dan, for example, right? He knows what I mean. Like when we're posing these Fisons, sometimes it's kind of hard to reset them. They're a little tricky, man. So if we wanted to hold the bag, right? We're gonna have to take a look here and see how. Does he have a specific bag holding hand? I'm trying to just think of. You know what? Actually, how about we try to do something a little different? Let's take a right hand. Let's try something here. Let's mess around and see. Because I just want to do like one little, pose or something, and then we'll probably, wrap. Because again, I do have a stream here in a few hours. I'm going to start prepping for that. Mario needs to do his homework if he hasn't already. So let's try to get this hand back on. I'm definitely digging it, dude. I'm super excited. I'll tell you that much. It's very, very cool. I kind of want to just. I'm gonna do something very basic right now, just so we can see. Ah, man, I'm having a little difficulty snapping this one in, because the wrist peg, the rubber. You sometimes have to push the rubber back, and then that way you can try to lock the, get this locked in. What stream is later? My unnamed show in 3 hours that we talk about all sorts of stuff on the channel. We're gonna talk some X-Men stuff tonight. We're gonna kind of revisit the 1982 Frank Miller and Chris Claremont Wolverine 4-issue run. I want to talk about this new XM Studios Jean Grey quarter scale stat. It's kind of turning into tonight anyway. We may talk a bit about X-Men. Well, we will talk a bit about X-Men, and then and who whatever else comes up. So the Tuesdays is more of not 6 scale related, right? Because that's what Saturday's for. Now, dude, see, the cool thing about Fisons that I want to show you, if you're not aware of, is the articulation on the neck is very cool. So, because you can essentially just push this way if you want a little bit of a lean. Do you see what I mean by that? So it's very cool, man. And then you can tilt the neck subsequently a little upward. Let's say he's looking at someone who's a little bit taller than him. So that's kind of really badass, dude. And then of course, if you want to lower that spine a little bit, to kind of level it out, again, dude, Fisons are really badass, dude. So anyway, I don't know what I'm doing at the moment. I'm just trying to do some basic just a pose really quick so we can kind of take a look here at just seeing the figure standing here. So we've got his right hand equipped now. Maybe do we want a basic left hand, or should we have a fist? Okay, so we've got these hands are freaking huge, bro. I'm looking for a left. Alright, so we got a left fist here. So we're going to put this guy on really quick. Dude, I'm telling you, bro. Yeah, give me a Sagat, man. I am ready to go. And it just depends on what Iconiq's going to do. But I like probably many are more partial to the original Street Fighter 2 characters. Or like Street Fighter 1, like we had Adon or Birdie. Well, Birdie was from Final Fight, but I think he was also in the first Street Fighter. Then he came back for Street Fighter Alpha. But the original, if you want to go back to like Street Fighter 2 style, I would like all those. I need a Guile, a Chun-Li, Honda, Zangief. Ken, of course, is coming. We got Ryu. A Dalsum would be interesting. I wonder how they would pull that off. That would be very interesting. And then give us, Bison and Balrog, Vega, Sagat. I'd love to see how that goes. I'm just really interested in seeing like how deep they're gonna go with these lines. I guess it really depends on the success rate, right? Um, yeah, Fei Long, Cammy, dude. Yeah, dude. I'd like that, very much. You can even give us a DJ and T-Hawk, from the last Super Street Fighter 2 Championship Turbo Edition Plus Alpha, whatever, how they went all crazy there on the Super Nintendo and the Genesis era. I'm just trying to get him standing in some type of just standard. He's just going to kind of chill, stand up pose. I just want to see how he stands, how the articulation is. Cool if I can have his bag there. I don't really know what I'm doing here exactly, but I would love to see. This hand's not on. Trying to get it in that peg. This part's getting a little difficult, but that's okay. We can fuck with it. Again, I'll fuck with it a little bit later. I just kind of want to see if I wanted to do something, just something simple, nothing too fancy. Nothing fancy here. We're just trying to get something here that we could just kind of rotate and see. I could maybe I can zoom this camera in a little bit more. Again, just a basic pose, just so we can kind of, I'll show you guys what he looks like here. It's good. It's pretty badass looking, man. I'm gonna mess around with him, of course, later. Do some more poses. This is kind of funny. This almost kind of looks like a Ken pose, if you will. Ken's very cavalier with, his hand out, like, hey, like, come at me then. Very sarcastic and whatnot. But I just to show you guys, just something basic here for the moment. The wired bandana is such a nice touch because you can really convey that sense of motion. A little bit goes a long way. Unfortunately, that didn't work out very well for Deathstroke. The Arkham Origins one. That thing broke, which sucked. That's a known issue for people. But so far, I just unboxed this. I don't think Iconiq is going that route. I don't think the wires will pop out of the fabric of the bandana, but time will tell. Just be a little bit careful. But dude, he's freaking sweet, guys. He's definitely badass. Yeah, Street Fighter animated movie is a classic, bro. Ken driving down the freeway, listening to some Alice in Chains. I love it. Bro, no, of course Mario, there's more, but we have shit to do. So, I can keep streaming. We can do another. We can try to do something else. I'm not going to sit here for, an hour live to, because sometimes, if you want to get like a really nice pose, you take your time, take a long time. I'm just throwing shit together really quick just to, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, it's very cool, man. It is very, very cool looking. I'm wondering if... See, I don't want to do any kind of like when you look. Oh, I would love an Akuma. See, when you swap those other feet, I don't know if I want to do any like kind of mid-air or flight poses. Yeah, Mario, show me how it's done, bro. I dare you. Quit work, come over here, and jump on here. But no, it's very, very badass, dude. So if we wanted to switch it up, okay, let's switch it up. We could try another, we could try something else here. How do we want to do this? I wonder. I was hoping, Mario, maybe you would know. Is there a hand? Is there a specific hand? I don't think there is. To holding his bag. I don't think. I think you can kind of just use any hand for that to have it over the shoulder. But if I wanted to do, bro, a high kick would be tricky. which you could kind of do. We don't want to use this hand, of course. So what we would do if we wanted to do something like that is get the proper stance. But you know, the articulation is not, you know, as super high as you would think. But you can definitely get, you could get them up, but you can't get them like super high, right? You can start playing and rotating that skeleton. You can kind of see how the articulation is here, and if you futz with it, I'm sure you can get it a little higher, as you see me like rotating it up. But or if you wanted to do like a lean, right, you could absolutely get a lean going. So you can do a fierce kick, and then twist the skeleton inward, as you guys can see, and rotate, you know, the angled desired position. Like, you can do it, but it's going to take a little bit of futzing. I tried the hurricane kick, but the leg doesn't stay up. I've twisted and turned, the body snaps back. Ratcheted joints would have been nice. Yeah, dude, that's what I'm saying. I'm trying to get it up. We can almost get a Sagat style Thai pose, or like an Adon pose. That would be so cool. You could do something even like that, you know, I'm just saying. So it's a little tricky. So I probably, yeah, it ratcheted would have been, but then they couldn't really do it with this, you know what I'm saying? You wouldn't have a Fison body. So what I'd like to maybe do is actually just use alright, these hands are huge. I might just use both fist hands, bro, and kind of just do a battle stance and see how that looks for just a moment. And then, of course, you know, later I'll do, you know, when I have time, I still have to finish a video that I'm almost done with for work, and then after that, I'll do some photos when I have time. This is fucking cool, guys. This is really cool. And the nice thing too about the cloth here, his gi, is that like you can turn copy my pose, bro. You mean the standard neutral pose in Street Fighter? No. That doesn't belong to you. That belongs to Capcom. But no, I'm not. I'm just I'm pulling these off. I'm just showing like a kind of standard pose here where, like, see, you can bend. They're not necessarily wire, but you know, you can get some, you can futz around with this to create kind of like a wind motion if you wanted to. And let's say we want to maybe just mess around here for a second and bend the bandana. I'm just trying to show you as an idea, like, what you can kind of create that sense of motion of wind. Do you see what I'm saying? You've got everything kind of flowing in the same direction, which is dope. You can do, you know, pretty much whatever you want. So, I mean, having a fist up, maybe we have another one down. I'm trying to think here of a decent, it doesn't even have to be like an identical neutral pose. You could just be like, yo, I'm getting ready, you know, getting ready to do a move or something, right? So we've got let's see if I can find another right hand here. That gripping hand, I mean, I don't know if I want to mess with that one. But we do have this other right hand here. Let's see what we got here. I don't know. Maybe you could do this bigger hand, but I don't know. Let's just see. Play a few rounds of Street Fighter Unlimited poses. Absolutely, dude. Dude, I can't wait for Street Fighter 6. I got that pre-ordered on Steam. I think it comes out, is it June 1st? I gotta check my Steam and see. I don't know if it's June 1st. I don't think it's April 1st. It's not that close. See, this would be cool if... I would probably need to use another hand here, but I'm going to show you guys here in a second. The fist is not going to work, so what you would need is a different left hand, and they do actually have it if you wanted to do this. And what I think is kind of cool is you get him tucked in. I think that's what I'm going to do. And the fluid motion that I was showing you guys here when you move all the fabric in that direction. I wonder if this can work, and I'll show you guys in a second. I've got an idea. Damn. So that one's getting kind of a pain in the ass. You want to get him in a good angle here. Yeah, dude. So some of these hands are a little bit of a pain to snap in. You probably want to loosen them a little bit. They're not that tight. Oh, fuck. What I want to do is really cool here. I don't know if I can pull it off. Do we want an angry face? We could try an angry face too, just to see what I'm trying to do here. But let's see. Okay, so whoops, let's try this one out too. Okay, so you have the secondary, the alternate head, which also has underneath, the bandana that'll come out. So let's peel this back. I would futz with this a little bit more later, but let's pop that out and let's put on the alternate head here. And we're going to take a look here. Now I need a Ken and Blanca. Dude, I'm telling you, bro. Nobody has a 1/6 body for dolls and be Blanca, Chun-Li, Guile, Ken, Akuma, Sagat, great 6 and most popular 6 for the... Well, dude, yeah, they're going to do Super Dude. Super popular, obviously. You can have Ryu kick your DeLorean axle and have hyper real damage. Yeah, dude. Fuck. Alright, what I'm trying to do here, I don't have the positioning. I can maybe do it here on my desk really quick before I, because I'm not really in a good position in that area. So we're going to try... Dude, that's actually pretty fucking cool. If we get the angle here and get the flow... Oh yeah. I need to twist in a little. So it's all about, right, like you fine tuning, right? Oh, for some stop motion, you can do pretty good. The only thing is because of no ratcheting or anything, you're gonna have to whatchamacallit, you're gonna just have to remember exactly where you were positioned. But I think you could probably do it. I want to get this elbow up. Alright. So this isn't set in stone, guys, but you're going to get the idea here in a moment of what I'm trying to achieve. But if I spent a little bit more time with this, then this would look really good. But let's get him on the stand really quick, just so I can see how he looks standing up, and then I can adjust accordingly here if I wanted to. So of course I could bend this flight pole, but I'm trying to also keep him bent, so we would have to bend. Damn it, can I do it this way? Should I try it this way? I don't think I want to try it this way, but whatever. This is what we're gonna do for just a moment. This fucking pole, bro. I want to use the flight stand, but we're gonna have to bend this back and then forward if we do it this way. Here, I'll bring them up. Which we can flat foot out. Kind of get that brought forward, depending. Get that shoulder inward. I'm trying to get this, convey this sense of motion through, I don't know. You guys see what I'm trying to do here, right? He's half on the base, half not. I think he's standing okay. But, you know, you tweak this out a little bit more. You know, you can really make it look like he's getting ready, right, to fireball somebody. As you can kind of see, you know, here. And it's cool to create that swooping range of, you know, looking like, you know, the wind's coming or he's pulling that power, right? Yes. That's pretty cool. But I could play around with him a little bit more, get him in a more natural. I mean, he's looking pretty good already, but you know, now it's like, okay, you've got your idea for, you know, what pose you want to do, and then at that point it's all about the finesse, right? Just slowly getting him fine-tuned, right? So I think what I would do is, like, as an example, let's see if I can bring him forward a little. Like, you can either have this, you can either have his other hand coming in more and lower if you wanted, and then you can bring this one up a little higher. So you can play around with it. I mean, you don't have to have it exactly, you know, now he just looks like his shit's all funky. So I would bring this one up more and closer in to the shoulder. And maybe get this guy a little higher up. But then, you know, then it can appear as though it's too high. So you want to kind of lower him in, like he's really, you know what I'm saying? He's really getting in there. Like he's really bulking down, getting ready. And then, does he look down, or is he crouching down and then bringing the head upward and kicking the neck back some and having it a little bit of a downward. Okay, so that's just another example here. It's the same pose, but just you're now kind of tweaking it a little bit. I'm digging it. I'm digging that. That's pretty cool, dude. How do you think the body will hold up, especially in your area with the heat and dry air, Mafia? I think it's gonna hold up quite well. I haven't had any issues with previous Thyssen bodies, so we'll see. Time will tell. But anyway, as you guys can see, I mean, with just slight finessing, you know, the only drawback is, you know, the feet. That's the only real drawback, guys, is the feet. Because, you know, as you guys can clearly see, there's gaps down there. But, you know, you can, you know, of course, I just spread pretty wide right here. I could futz with that, make it a little bit, you know, mitigate as much as you can from that. But that's the only drawback. That's the only complaint that I'm really seeing. It's not even really a complaint, because that's how he is. I mean, how else can you do it? They're going to snap in like that. So, appreciate it, guys. Yeah, it's kind of cool. You know, like I said, I'll play around with it a little bit more. You don't necessarily want to... I don't know if this is going to work, but we'll just... I'm going to try to put this... I need to find my damn remote for my turntable. I don't know where I put it, but... So I'm going to let this guy kind of turn around for a second. I wonder... it's not quite low enough. If you can kind of merge this inward, because he's not firing yet. I want it to almost see that it's not grasping it. You know, I'd have to completely repose this. But do you see what I was trying to do? It's almost like you get it in there, like he's getting ready. So don't judge, but I'm just trying to show you like an idea, right? Of like you could achieve something like that where he's getting ready, where it's not exactly like in motion yet, right? It's charged up, then boom. So, but it's pretty cool, man. It's not bad. I will definitely be doing some kind of pose with the fireball in the future. So, yeah, man. Let's check the poll really quick because I kind of forgot I put that up, man. We're at 50-50 right now. Oh no, that's right. I added 3 options. 34% of you guys are picking him up or have picked him up. 50% say no, and 16% say maybe. Interesting. Interesting. Not for everybody, I totally get. From the right angle, it would look perfect. Right, you see what I'm talking about, bro? Like, if you set it up right, you could do something really cool. So, but guys, I think I'm going to wrap. That was an hour. Very cool. Again, I got a stream in 2.5 hours, so I'm gonna get something to eat, get prepped for that, man. Just join the wait list. Hey, my man. It could turn around, bro. Mine turned around in like 24 hours. I think Denobi ended up getting it as well. Turnaround time, same thing. So, a couple people. I would say if you want it, get on Iconiq's official wait list. See what happens. You can always get on the wait list at Sideshow, but that's, you know, probably a little bit longer of a wait time from what I'm seeing. They have a little bit of a quicker turnaround right now directly through their site. So we'll have to see, bro. Dude, thanks, Tully, man. Yeah, I wanted to show this off, man. Kind of share the same experience, you know, with you guys as I'm experiencing right now. It's, you know, just let's open it live. Let's look at it together. I'll go ahead and play around with it a bit later, and we'll go from there, man. I'll take some cool photos, man. I really appreciate that they gave us, you know, that they did give us the backdrop on the inside of the box packaging again, which is kind of funny, dude. I probably could have just put this up the entire freaking stream, which I didn't even think about until just now. Could have just kind of put that there, but cool, you know, cool regardless. I think it's a really cool, it's a nice touch, you know. I'm looking forward to future figures and them all having their respective stages on their boxes. It's pretty cool. That's all janky. I just kind of threw it over there, guys. But anyway, guys, that's it, man. You guys have a good rest of the day. Hopefully, I'll see you guys tonight. Myself, Mario, I believe Lael. I've got Miguel, Toy Quest 101 over there. I got Harry, Cinematoyographer. It'll be fun, man. It'll be fun, guys. So come check us out here in a few hours. Enjoy the rest of your day, and hopefully I'll see you guys in the next one. All right, guys. I'm out. Peace.